Do you think it's feasible that one day we'll make the transition to having all cars be driverless?
Yes, I think that's very feasible.
I think it'll eventually come.
Mm-hmm.
For the simple reason, people are too dumb to drive cars.
It's true.
Well, I mean, they bang them together, they beat them up, they kill people.
Mm-hmm.
So you need something that's a little more intelligent than human beings to drive things.
You know, honestly, I think anything's possible. I mean, with the increases in technology and just the human ingenuity that occurs every day, there's no telling what's possible in the next 50 or 100 years.
Would you be in favor of this?
I would. I think a driverless car would really make things better, more fluid, just more efficient, because you've kind of got the tendency for humans to crash. But I'd also like to have the option of driving my own car. It's something I enjoy doing.
I mean, as long as somebody can control the wheel,
Yeah.
if anything malfunction, it should be legal.
You know, I think if the technology was perfected, I would absolutely be in favor of it. Think about a highway that you could go 150 miles an hour on, 1 inch away from another car. The technology would allow travel to become a lot more fast, efficient, and honestly safe if the technology was perfected.
I do think that driverless cars are going to become very prominent in the next few years. I think all the advantages, it's less cost, it's more efficient travel, and hopefully fewer fatalities, you know, will kind of bring it to the top of the public agenda.
Do you know of any driverless cars that are street legal?
I mean, I don't know. I just don't trust anything that is out, like someone behind the wheel, I guess. Like, just machines on their own. So, I don't know. I'm just slightly skeptical of that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty scary. It'd be pretty scary.
So what's your reaction when I tell you that Nevada passed a law in 2011 legalizing driverless cars?
I wouldn't believe it.
If this were implemented, what do you think would be some of the drawbacks or possible threats?
Just from my knowledge of computers right now, anything can be hacked. So you've got the potential for super viruses and bugs, trojans, anything that could just take over a computer system.
You also worry that the network could get overloaded and that there could be some sort of malfunction.
Yeah, and also the fact that, you know, like, if machinery goes wrong, which inevitably it will cause, like, you know, damage.
It's going to take over the world, I guess.
Take over the world?
Yeah, who's at fault if an accident happens?
So you're talking about insurance claims and all that?
Yeah.
One thing that really concerns me is the recent cyber terrorism attacks on websites such as Twitter, and that's very different than robotic cars driving on highways, but you have to be concerned that any sort of technology, any sort of network can be hacked somehow, and if it were hacked and everybody's car were at the mercy of a terrorist organization or a lunatic of some kind, then that could be extremely dangerous and hazardous.
But I assume they would go about and try and perfect the system as best as possible, but there's always unknown consequences with these things.
If there are any accidents or fatalities, it's going to cause a lot of backlash, but it's kind of standard for new innovations and progression.